Something is moving inside a comet that shouldn't be moving at all. Picture this: a dim, icy object from deep interstellar space, silently cutting across our solar system. Astronomers point powerful telescopes at it, expecting a frozen relic. Instead, image after image shows a faint, shifting pattern, as if something inside is crawling, pulsing, or trying to get out. This object is Comet 3I/Atlas, only the third confirmed visitor from another star system. And now, new observations suggest there's more happening inside it than simple ice and dust. So what exactly is moving inside 3I/Atlas? Is it just weird physics? Or something we've never seen before? Stay with this video as we break down the new images, the strange behavior that has scientists puzzled, and the most unsettling theories about what might be hiding inside an interstellar comet. By the end, you'll see why some researchers are calling 3I/Atlas a Trojan horse from another star. Before we decode what might be moving inside it, we need to understand what 3I/Atlas actually is. 3I/Atlas is only the third confirmed visitor from another star system we've ever seen. An interstellar object means it wasn't born here. It's just passing through on a one-way hyperbolic path that will never return. Astronomers think it's a comet-like body, mostly ice and dust, maybe laced with complex carbon-rich material. It was first picked up by the ATLAS survey, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, a network designed to spot dangerous space rocks headed our way. Instead, it caught a stranger from deep space. These interstellar comets are time capsules. They carry frozen clues about the violent birth of other suns, other planets, maybe even other kinds of chemistry. But when astronomers stacked the latest images, something didn't add up. This isn't just a dirty snowball drifting through space anymore. To understand why the new images are so disturbing, we need to know what 3I/Atlas really is. To see something this faint, astronomers have to cheat a little. They aim large telescopes at 3I/Atlas, take long exposures, and then stack the images. Image stacking is simple in theory. You combine many separate pictures to make weak details stand out from the noise. If anything is really there, it slowly rises out of the grainy background. For a distant comet, you expect a soft, stable glow, a coma, that fuzzy, roughly symmetric cloud of gas and dust around the icy core. Maybe a hint of a tail, maybe a few jets, but overall, nothing dramatic. That's not what they saw. In the stacked images, subtle structures began to appear inside the coma itself. The bright central region wasn't smooth. It seemed to ripple. Patterns of brightness shifted over time in a way that didn't match the expected rotation. At first, it looked like a glitch. Then it refused to go away. Some frames showed a darker knot, a denser core, drifting slightly off-center, then snapping back, almost like a slow pulsation, a heartbeat in light and shadow. Whatever is moving, it's moving from inside the coma, not outside it. And here's where things start to get unsettling. Under normal circumstances, comets are simple to understand. The sun heats their surface, the ice turns directly into gas, and jets of material blast away into space. That outgassing can make the coma flicker, twist the tail, even give the nucleus a little rocket push. But it all ties back to obvious things: sunlight, spin, and surface cracks. 3I/Atlas isn't following that script. Yes, an interstellar comet might carry unfamiliar ices. It might evaporate in weird ways. But physics should still be physics. Jets should line up with sunlit areas. Brightness changes should repeat with the comet's spin. Here, the apparent movement inside the coma doesn't line up with the object's spin or the direction of the sun. When astronomers looked closer, they noticed something else. The shifts seemed to have their own timing, a kind of periodicity, a rhythm that repeats over a regular time, but not the period they expected from rotation. The pattern isn't chaotic, it's almost like it has its own internal rhythm, a wave moving through the interior. If it's just ice and rock, it's behaving like something that's not just ice and rock. Instrument teams checked for camera glitches and tracking errors. If this is an artifact, it's a very stubborn one. So what on, or inside, this comet could move like that? The first theory is simple. The last one is anything but.
The safest idea is just complex outgassing and fractures. 3I ATS could be packed with strange interstellar ices that don't evaporate smoothly. As the sun heats it, different layers vent in sudden bursts. Inside, cracks open and close, shifting mass around and changing how light scatters through the coma. If the nucleus has a layered structure from a chaotic birth around another star, you'd expect weird timing, weird jets, weird light. This is the most conservative explanation. Weird ice, weird fractures, weird light. The second theory goes deeper. An embedded object, or core. Imagine a dense, rocky heart tumbling inside a more fragile, porous shell. As it moves, the coma brightens slightly where that core sits, making it look like a knot drifting relative to the outer glow. That core could be a captured fragment from some violent collision in its own system. If this is even half true, then we might be looking at a fragment of an alien catastrophe. Third, things get stranger. Exotic physics in a dust plasma. Plasma is charged gas that behaves like a fluid of electricity. Electric or magnetic fields could make dust clump and move like a wave, creating that coherent, pulsing pattern. That might hint at unknown chemistry inside interstellar comets. And there's one more possibility that sounds less like astronomy and more like science fiction. Some speculative astrobiology models imagine engineered behavior. A hollow object, a shell wrapped around a core that can shift to steer or stabilize its path. If you wanted to hide something crossing a star system, a comet shell would be perfect. Maybe the thing moving inside 3I ATS isn't a machine. It's a process. There's an old idea called panspermia, the idea that life or its ingredients can travel between worlds on rocks or ice. Interstellar comets are perfect vehicles for that. They can trap complex organic chemistry, maybe even dormant microbes deep inside frozen layers that shield them from radiation for millions of years. Now connect that to the movement. If the interior of 3I ATS is made of different chemicals stacked in layers, then waves of sublimation could move through it like a slow infection, spreading from one region of ice to another. Not alive in the way we think, but not exactly inert either. A kind of chemical heartbeat. Picture 3I ATS as a seed from a long-dead system. Its parent star gone, its planets shattered. But this fragment keeps drifting, very slowly changing from the inside as it crosses the void. It's not a threat to Earth. It won't rain alien spores on us. This is about information and mystery, not danger. We're watching from tens of millions of kilometers away as something old and alien quietly rearranges itself in the dark. Think about it. The first thing to cross the stars to us might not be a signal. It might be a frozen fragment that still remembers how to change. And if this is just the third interstellar object we've found, what haven't we seen yet? We've only caught 3 confirmed interstellar visitors so far, and none of them have behaved normally. Oumuamua drifted past with a strange, non-gravitational push. Borisov flared with an unusually active coma, and now 3I ATS hints at something shifting inside it. The truth is, the universe doesn't owe us simple answers. Our picture of what other star systems throw into space might be incomplete. These objects are tiny, drifting samples of the galaxy, and we're just beginning to read them. Soon, next-generation telescopes like the Vera Rubin Observatory will spot many more of these intruders. We may start to see patterns, Or we might find visitors even stranger than 3I ATS. Every time one of these objects passes through, it's like the universe dropping a sealed message at our doorstep. We can only open it by catching faint light and decoding tiny, unsettling motions. So when we say something is moving inside 3I ATS, are we seeing a dying fragment? An alien machine? Or just nature being weirder than we imagined? Whatever 3I ATS really is, it's a reminder we are not alone in this galaxy, even if all we ever meet are the ruins.